Here's a straightforward NFC connection with an Android phone. Go to Settings and switch on Wi-Fi and switch on NFC. Fire up the Image app. For an NFC connection, when you see this screen, you don't need to do anything else. Switch on the camera Wi-Fi. If it isn't already turned on, switch on the NFC connection on the camera. If you intend to connect this way normally, and why wouldn't you, then just leave it on. Now just pick up your phone and touch it against the little NFC connection sign on your camera. It makes a little musical chirrup. And lo and behold, a marriage made in heaven, or more likely these days, in China or Korea. Unfortunately, I've often heard and read photographers saying that connecting their phone by NFC is unreliable and difficult, and I myself have found it so. There's no reason NFC should be flaky though, and with a bit of trial and error, I've now made connecting fast and 100% reliable on my Samsung phone at least. The solution was actually obvious and laughably simple once I'd seen where I'd been going wrong. I'm using the GH4 here, but the procedure is identical for the GX7. Switch on the camera's Wi-Fi. There is a little NFC logo on the side of the camera, and one comes up on the Image app too. You touch them, phone back to camera front, and they connect. Except they don't. They sometimes will if you wave the phone around a bit, but it takes a while. Except, here's the trick. The Samsung's NFC sensor appears not to be where it is shown on the Image app. In fact, it appears to be in the center of the phone, and when you touch that area to the camera's NFC logo, it says hello and connects immediately, as it should do, and it does it every time. Whoopee! If your phone doesn't have NFC, you can use the QR code method, which is clunkier but still quicker than the menu. Note that you must be using the default Wi-Fi button for this to work. It doesn't work if you reassign the Wi-Fi button to function 2, say. Just press the function 1 Wi-Fi button and keep it pressed for a short while. Up comes a QR quick response code block. On the phone, fire up the Image app and from the opening screen touch QR code. You get this screen with a square showing. Line up the square over the QR code and touch in the square. You don't have to take great care over this. The phone seems to read it almost whatever you do. Wait a few seconds and the Image app connects and you're away. Now, since we're here, let's take a look at what the Image app can do. Display shows or hides on-screen shooting information. Quick menu lets you alter the major shooting parameters, aspect ratio and photo styles, quality, metering mode and so on. Tools brings up white balance, ISO, drive mode. If you want burst, you must set it on the camera drive mode dial. On single mode, it is greyed out. Autofocus mode, shutter speed and aperture, Exposure compensation settings. This icon, when activated, sets the camera to focus where you touch the screen and take the picture. I like to set the camera to low burst speed and touch the screen for a short time, which gives you a single shot, but I can still get a burst if I want. The AE button, when activated, sets a spot exposure area, indicated by the green cross. Touch Set and it fixes it there. Touch Reset and it sets it back to the centre. Touch AE Off and you go back to whatever exposure mode you have set. The menu icon here accesses, among other things, self-shot mode, which makes selfies more intuitive to take by flipping the image, in the unlikely event that your ego doesn't make them intuitive enough already. And you can also change the quality of your monitor image. Playback mode here shows you the pictures on your camera. This is really excellent on a tablet. You can start and stop video from the red button on your default video settings, but if you set the camera shooting mode to movie, you can set the video quality parameters from the image app. All in all, a very complete, fairly easy to use app. Thanks for watching.